Hi there, beautiful souls. Thank you for watching and welcome. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So, sorry, this one is about, how to call it, an announcement from Spirit World. So just recently I've been again visiting two of my friends, and we like to tone together and play a bit around with our psychic senses and perceptions. So we were sitting there kind of forming a circle, and after toning we did not really know what to do. I had no idea. Sometimes I get ideas and they're inspired, but that time I was kind of blank. So I said, why not invite into the middle of our circle, which is kind of a sacred room if you form that with several like-minded people in alignment. Why not do something that's good for every one of us, like inviting beings or messages or light or healing energy, in the end it's all the same, to show or give us an idea or a feeling about what is it that every single one of us needs to know right now for his own and the highest good of all. And so we did that, and everybody got something. And when it was my turn, of course, everybody from the others also looked at the center of our so-called circle, with closed eyes, of course, with the inner eye or with your perception and feeling. And when it was my turn, the only thing that I saw in front of me and perceived was like kind of a matte golden disc that reminded me very much of the sun disc as a symbol, which some of the Egyptian gods wore about their head. So, for example, the goddess Hathor, she is dealing with sound and frequency very much. And the Hathors are kind of known to work with people via sound. There's this known psychologist in the USA, Tom Kenyon. He got in contact with the Hathors, and in the end he started singing. I don't like everything that he's singing. Sometimes it sounds quite weird, but this man developed with, I think, the help of the Hathors, a volume and a range of his own voice that's really remarkable, because he can sing as a man for over 4 octaves, which is very much. I only get up to 2.5 or 3 sometimes with practice. So I was thinking of this sun disk symbol, and that was the only thing I saw in front of me. And as in mediumship, you work with the first impression. So my first impression was this golden disc that was kind of like a shield just in front of me, and that was all that I could see. And I was not very content with that, because I thought there must be something more. And as we were sitting kind of like in a triangle formation, the other twos with me, I asked the one sitting to my side, what can you perceive? Do you see anything else than what I described just from my view from the front? And she said, yes, I can see different things. And I said, okay, then please tell me. And she started describing what she perceived. And she said, there is a tall, bearded figure, a male, reminds me of kind of the Noah figure, and he's holding a shield in front of you. And he's also, in his other hand, he's got a staff, a big staff from wood that's kind of with a knob or something round on top of it. So that was what she could perceive, and that gave me some more first impressions and ideas. I was not thinking of a Noah figure. My first impression was the Anunnaki, the bearded gods. And the shield is kind of, you know, known in the war technology from ancient times. They had a shield to shield off arrows or spears or whatever, and swords. And I came across the shield symbology quite often in the spirit world. There's also the shield of Archangel Michael, which kind of protects and throws back everything energetic that's coming to the shield. So it's blocking and reflecting back what is thrown at it. And I was wondering about the staff. That made me think immediately as my first impression of the staff of Hermes, which kind of shows the whole way in this symbolic depiction. You know, you start from the bottom chakra and you go up to the top chakra, and there are these two winding snakes around the staff, symbolizing DNA, and also the Ida and Pingala from the Indian tradition, the two forces in this universe of polarity and duality, meaning kind of electricity. Our brain is firing electrical energy when you are thinking. And the magnetic force, which is the power of the heart, because the heart is sending out magnetic rays and is attracting and repelling. So these two forces combined, like in the yin and yang, they ascend to the top of the Hermes staff with a kind of, a bigger circle at the end, and from out of the circle there comes wings. So that's kind of the symbology for if your third eye is opened the right way, going from bottom to top up, and working with the two polar forces of this universe, then it's kind of opens up this sphere on top of the Hermes staff and can spread its wings, like it's then in connection with the soul, which has the power of flight or astral travel or everything you can imagine. So I was thinking of the Hermes stuff, and the third member of this little group exercise, my third friend, she felt energy, but she couldn't see anything, but she has kind of the clear knowing input. Sometimes she just knows things, and she can't explain where it does come from and why and how, and that's not even important. Sorry. She said, I'm thinking of the staff of Hermes immediately. So there was some corroboration, and okay, we just left it there, and then we closed and had our normal tea chat. But the whole thing I was introduced, just me seeing this shield kind of blocking me, and I couldn't see anything else, but the other one from the side could see what was behind. There was this bearded Noah-like figure with the staff and the shield in front of me. And she also said that then in the end something happened, because the bearded figure with the staff was suddenly stumping the staff 3 times onto the ground, and that reminded me of, like in medieval or ancient times, some kings, they had a person who announced something they wanted to know and deliver to their people. So that gesture to me had the idea of and brought the first impression of announcement. And when I watched closer and looked at the top of the staff, where this kind of knob or sphere or round thing was, I saw that by stomping the staff, that thing on top, the sphere, started to crack. And I could look into the cracks, and in there I saw, well, how to describe that? To me, it looked like a planet, and it reminded me very much of the pictures I know from out of space looking at Earth. You see a lot of green and blue, green for the nature and blue for the oceans, with some white clouds. And what I saw through the cracks in the top part of this stuff looked like Earth, but it was much more shiny, and there was light emanating from the inside of this cracking sphere on top of the stuff. So all this I took home with me, and it was working and working, and I couldn't find a real straight answer, wasn't sure. So I went to ask some other friends whom I know they can perceive things as well, and I described what happened, and I described the scenery we all witnessed. And there came up an interesting thing. One of them got kind of the sentence, "There's no need to know for you, for me. That's why you only see or saw the shield, kind of the golden disc." And I know that sometimes there's no need to know for me, because it would only complicate or maybe lead me astray. So I already know that from spirit world. They sometimes do that with me, although I'm so curious and want to know everything. But one lifetime is not enough to know everything. So that's why we're all on this journey, I think. Everybody on his own personal, but we'll all meet in the end in the same place, because we come from the light, and that's where we will return. And just a few days ago, suddenly on my sofa, on my couch, I really love my couch, because that's the place where a lot of wonders are happening for me inside. I suddenly got kind of like a light going up, and I knew, wow, now I know it's the announcement of more energy coming in, kind of cracking the third eye and allowing a view onto new Earth. So this announcement might be about the first wave of ascension. That's kind of very close. That's why this bearded guy stomped his staff, and the top of the staff with a circle or round knob or sphere on top was cracking, and I could look into the cracks and saw this new shiny looking Earth. So this is what I want to share with you. I think it makes sense, because the sun activity is, oh, wow. I think you can feel it as well. It's just getting higher and higher and more and more. And I remember when I was a child looking into the sky at the sun was yellow. If you look up into the sky now, okay, I'm 67 years old, but now it's white, you know. So there is clearly a process underway. The sun is changing, our whole solar system is changing. It's kind of heating up, changing color, changing frequency. And with all the X-flares coming now, as the sun is the consciousness of our solar system, kind of the subsource of the central sun, which is the prime creator, the source of everything that is, and following the orders or the plan of the prime creator source, the subsource, our sun, is doing its thing. So we're all in the change. The frequency is rising up, and I know a lot of people have more and more dreams and remember more and more things, and it's the same with me. A lot of my weird pieces of memories or dreams are falling into place now and making sense, and there's a lot of things more coming up and suddenly showing more of the whole picture, and I think you might experience something like that as well. But I really love to share the announcement. It's very close, and we're getting transformed. So if you're up to that and ready, and this is what I was waiting for my whole life, feels at least like that, I'm happy to share with you the announcement that something big is coming, is right in front of us, and we're all part of it, and depends how we act upon it or answer that. And I'm happy to answer with a yes, because I'm fed up with this whole upside down world and everything going in ways which I would not prefer to choose. So I choose differently, and I think that's the point where we are all asked, what do you want? Where do you want to go to? Do you want a better world in peace and kindness, sharing everything with others, or what do you want? So that's what I want to leave you with, the announcement from Spirit World. Thank you for watching. Blessings, love and light onto your path. Bye.